The Battle of Castle Itter is a very interesting example of collaboration between German and US forces, one of the only of its kind. To understand the nuanced contentions behind this battle, you must have an understanding of the time period. The battle took place about 5 days post Hitler's suicide in April 30th, 1945, and 2 days before the official German surrender on May the 7th. During this time, a lot of German forces were beginning to surrender, or high-ranking officers would shoot themselves, except for some specially trained SS forces who were instead committing war crimes, one of these forces being the Waffen-SS. Schloss Itter was a small castle located near the village of Itter in Austria. At the time, it was being used to house French prisoners that were considered high priority for the Reich. The castle was previously being guarded by SS Totenkampfverbände, but they soon after abandoned their post, leaving it to be overtaken by prisoners. Kurt Siegfried Schrader, a defected SS officer, was living near the castle at the time, frequently visiting and becoming friends with the inmates, and eventually agreeing to help defend the castle and fortify the area. The inmates began devising a plan to receive help, having the cook Andreas Kropot, whom they sent out to a nearby town, carry a letter written by the inmates, alerting nearby allies of their presence. Mayor Josef Gangl, a commander of a Wehrmacht unit who at the time were protecting Wurgel citizens from Waffen reprisals, received the letter. He drove to a nearby village to enlist the help of John Lee, who gladly lended it, in the form of 2 M4 Shermans and his own infantry force. Well, part of his force. After much back and forth, they arrived at the castle with 1 M4 Sherman, 7 Americans, and 10 Germans. Some forces were left behind in the nearby Wurgel in order to protect the civilians there. What ensued was a grueling battle, with the French prisoners taking up arms and being heavily outnumbered by the invading Waffen-SS, while awaiting American reinforcements. Waffen-SS surrounded the castle and destroyed the M4 Sherman guarding the gate. Gangl unfortunately died trying to protect one of the inmates, but help eventually arrived, quickly clearing the SS.